Buckle up, explorers, and prepare to dive into the chilling depths of a mystery that defies imagination. Beneath the endless ice of Antarctica, a continent shrouded in silence and secrecy, lie truths so profound they could rewrite everything we think we know about our planet. This isn't just a tale of frozen landscapes or harsh climates, it's a journey into the unknown, where whispers of hidden facilities, ancient beings, and cosmic connections challenge the boundaries of reality. Antarctica, the sixth continent, sits at the edge of our world, a desolate expanse of ice and snow where temperatures plummet to -25 degrees Celsius. But is its isolation merely a product of nature, or is something far more extraordinary at play? As a researcher fascinated by the unexplained, I've spent years piecing together clues from letters, interviews, and cryptic accounts. Today, we'll unravel these mysteries together, venturing beyond the surface to explore what might be the most astonishing secret of all, a realm of wonders that don't belong to Earth. Get ready, your perspective on our planet is about to shift dramatically. Picture a continent so vast, so remote, that it feels like a fragment of another world. Antarctica, perched at the southernmost tip of Earth, is a frozen giant, blanketed by ice sheets millions of years old. Its average temperature hovers at a bone-chilling -25 degrees Celsius, rendering it a blank slate on the map of human civilization. But this emptiness is deceptive. While science paints it as a natural laboratory for studying climate, glaciers, and ancient fossils, I've come to believe there's far more beneath the surface. The continent's inaccessibility isn't just geographical, it's a veil of secrecy. Before Ernest Shackleton's 1909 expedition, humanity barely grasped Antarctica's existence. His team braved the endless white to reveal a land untouched by time, but did they uncover everything? I doubt it. The isolation feels deliberate, as if something, or someone, wants this place hidden. Imagine standing on that icy expanse, the wind howling, knowing that beneath your feet, secrets older than humanity itself might be waiting. My fascination grew when I stumbled across a 2015 letter from a former pilot named Brian, a man who claimed to have seen the impossible during his time in Antarctica. His words ignited a spark. What if this frozen wasteland guards a history we're not meant to know? Consider the stakes. Governments, scientists, and perhaps even otherworldly forces could be concealing a truth that challenges our very existence. Antarctica isn't just a continent, it's a gateway to questions that pierce the fabric of reality. Are we ready to face what lies beneath? In 2015, a handwritten letter landed in the hands of investigative journalist Linda, its title stark, The Truth About Antarctica. The author, Brian, a former U.S. Air Force and Navy pilot, had spent years stationed on the icy continent. His account was staggering. On a late September day in 1995, Brian flew a C-130 Hercules on an emergency mission to save an injured engineer from McMurdo Station, the largest research base in Antarctica. Time was critical, the patient was in a coma, so Brian's crew cut through a restricted military no-fly zone near the Amundsen-Scott station. As they soared over the forbidden area, their navigation systems faltered, scrambled by inexplicable interference. Relying on visual cues, Brian spotted something unbelievable, a massive circular opening in the ice, as wide as a football field, leading to an underground facility. Armored vehicles moved silently toward it, leaving no tracks, as if part of a covert operation. My mind races at this. Was this a secret base, hidden from the world? Brian couldn't linger, the patient's life hung in the balance, but the image haunted him. Days later, a senior officer swore him to silence. Yet, nearly 2 decades on, he sent Linda his story, his Antarctica service medal, and a 1995 flight crew photo as proof. I've pondered this deeply. Governments maintain research stations, but this scale, underground, unmarked, and guarded, suggests something beyond science. Could it be a relic of a lost civilization, a military project, or something extraterrestrial? The silence around it feels heavy, intentional. Brian's courage to speak out hints at a truth too big to contain, and I can't help but wonder, what else hides beneath the ice, waiting to be exposed? This isn't just a story, it's a call to question everything. Let's step back to the 1970s and 80s, where a bizarre phenomenon gripped America's heartland and, I believe, ties to Antarctica's mysteries. Journalist Linda, already a seasoned investigator, tackled reports of cattle mutilations, hundreds of healthy cows found dead, blood drained, and organs like eyes, tongues, and reproductive systems removed with surgical precision. No tracks, no signs of struggle, just eerie perfection. Her documentary, A Strange Harvest, shook the world, blending rigorous reporting with chilling evidence. I've studied these cases, and the precision baffles me. Lasers weren't common then, yet the cuts were flawless. Were these tests of technology or something more? Linda's work opened floodgates, with witnesses linking similar strangeness to Antarctica. Retired military personnel, engineers, and scientists wrote to her, rejecting the idea of a pristine, uninhabited continent. They described secret facilities and structures of unknown origin, hidden beneath the ice. I'm struck by the pattern, precise, unnatural phenomena on land, mirrored by covert operations in Antarctica. Could these be connected? My theory is bold, perhaps an advanced force, terrestrial or not, experimented on cattle to perfect techniques later concealed in polar bases. The silence around both feels orchestrated. Linda's 2015 letter from Brian wasn't her first clue. Decades of stories suggest a web of secrecy. Imagine a force capable of such precision, operating in shadows across continents. The cattle cases weren't isolated, they're a thread in a larger tapestry, one that leads us back to Antarctica's frozen depths, urging us to dig deeper. In July 2018, Linda met a man known only as Sparta 1, a former U.S. Navy serviceman whose identity was concealed for safety. His tale was jaw-dropping. In 2003, a U.S. spy satellite scanned Antarctica for nuclear or geological activity, but instead found a massive octagonal structure, 3 kilometers beneath the ice, built of durable black basalt. A task force, including Sparta 1 for security, investigated. They uncovered a stone doorway, heavy yet easy to open, leading to a warm corridor lit by a faint bluish glow from the walls. I'm awestruck. How could warmth exist at -40 degrees Celsius? Beyond a sliding vertical door, they entered a vast chamber, glowing blue, housing hundreds of transparent cylindrical tanks. Inside were humanoid figures, human-like, yet alien in proportion, skin tone, and features. Suspended in animation, they showed faint signs of life. A scientist whispered they were engineered hybrids, part human, part extraterrestrial, a backup for a post-human Earth. I've wrestled with this. A 30-million-year-old structure, predating Antarctica's ice, suggests a civilization, or visitors, beyond our history. The basalt and technology imply intent, not nature. My take? This could be a safeguard, a genetic arc for a future reset. Sparta 1's calm delivery, despite the stakes, convinces me something extraordinary was found. Governments might know, hiding it to avoid panic. This chamber, glowing and silent, feels like a bridge between our world and another, challenging everything we hold true. Sparta 1's revelations didn't stop there. He claimed the Antarctic structure was part of a global network, similar bases beneath oceans, on the Moon and Mars, beyond our detection. Major governments, he said, struck deals with non-human species after World War II, trading genetic research and observation rights for technology and time. I'm stunned by the scope. In 1947, the U.S. Navy's Operation High Jump, billed as a geological survey, flooded Antarctica with ships and troops. Officially, it mapped the land, but whispers of unidentified forces linger. Sparta 1 heard of a phase transition protocol, a plan for when humanity loses control, triggering the awakening of these beings. I've dug into this, and it's chilling. Post-war chaos, atomic tests, perfect timing for contact. Antarctica's role as a meeting ground makes sense, remote, silent, untouchable. My hunch? These agreements bought us advancements, think stealth tech, computing leaps, but at a cost. Earth's tipping point, climate collapse, resource drain, conflict, looms, and these beings might be our successors. Who authorized this? Sparta One's answer haunts me, not us, not them, but a force long gone. Ancient architects, perhaps, who seeded this plan millions of years ago. I see a web of bases, a cosmic pact, and Antarctica as the key. We're on the edge, do we dare peek into this abyss? Since 2015, Linda collected dozens of accounts from unrelated witnesses, military, scientists, engineers, all describing the same structure, a glowing blue chamber, a soul-deep chill, and beings called gatekeepers. Some saw them as descendants of a prehistoric civilization, dormant for millions of years, awaiting their return. I'm captivated by the consistency. No coordination, yet identical details, the pale blue light, the eerie cold, the humanoid forms. My mind spins, could these be guardians, engineered to steward Earth after us? The term gatekeepers resonates, suggesting protectors of a threshold, a new era. I've cross-referenced myths, ancient tales of lost races, Atlantis, beings from the stars, and the parallels are uncanny. Antarctica, frozen for eons, might preserve their legacy. Witnesses felt awe and dread, a universal reaction to the unknown. I believe this isn't fantasy, the pattern's too strong. Governments could suppress this, fearing chaos, but the truth seeps out. Imagine a civilization so advanced it planned for our fall, leaving sentinels in ice. My take, these gatekeepers bridge our past and a future we can't grasp. Their purpose, salvation or replacement, remains unclear, but the chill of their presence lingers, urging us to question our place in the cosmos. Antarctica's secrets force us to zoom out. If bases exist worldwide, on the Moon, and Mars, we're part of a cosmic drama. Sparta One's claim of post-World War II pacts, trading genetics for tech, hints at a desperate bid to save Earth. Operation High Jump, with its massive fleet, wasn't just a survey, it was a response to something big. I've pondered the stakes, climate shifts, resource wars, and instability signal a breaking point. Non-human entities might watch, not interfering but preparing. The phase transition protocol chills me, a handover to beings in those tanks, hybrids of us and them. Who built this? An ancient race, perhaps, fleeing a dying world, seeding Earth with a backup plan. My analysis, Antarctica's a vault, hiding evidence of contact, technology, and a future not ours. Governments play a dangerous game, balancing knowledge against panic. I see a planet on the brink, with Antarctica as the key, a frozen archive of truths too vast for textbooks. The gatekeepers, glowing in their chambers, might be our heirs, engineered for a world we can't sustain. This isn't sci-fi, it's a wake-up call. Share your thoughts below, do you feel the chill of this mystery? Subscribe and hit the bell to journey deeper into the unknown with me. Let's uncover what silence hides.